Dictation by Ascended Master Virgo, otherwise known as Mother Earth. Remember, beloved ones, that the earth has suffered much for many ages from the destructive consciousness and activities of humankind. The decaying bodies of the dead have been buried within the earth century after century, and the gnomes have had the unpleasant task of completing the dissolution of polluted vehicles, which had reached such a state of imperfection because of the discords of the personality which had formerly inhabited that body, that the higher self of such an individual, and the body elemental thereof, could no longer use that body for any constructive purpose. Thus, in mercy, embodiment after embodiment, the cosmic law called such life streams from these shells of physical imperfection, and humankind callously gave to the earth the body which God himself felt was no longer fit to allow to dwell therein, the focus of his own life, the immortal threefold flame of eternal truth. In the process of embalming, used so efficaciously by the Egyptians and the Atlanteans races long ago, the task of decomposing these diseased bodies was made more difficult for the gnomes, who for ages of time had to suffer the presence of these discarded and decaying shells in their element and home. Thank God that some races have used a funeral pyre, and that here in the Western Hemisphere, cremation is again coming to be recognized and preferred as an acceptable means of disposing the outworn earthly shell. The substance of earth has been used, as have all the other elements, for various types of torture, burying people alive as well as animals, etc. There are very few of the people of earth who have not participated in some way in such an wholesome and zealous task at one time or another throughout the ages. The fear of being buried alive is very real among some of the people of earth. Why? Because either they were so buried themselves by some of their kind, by eruptions of nature, or because they themselves participated, often in the name of religion, in such practices. These old records live in the etheric bodies of the individual who took part in such deeds. We can call on the violet flame of transmutation and alchemy to transmute this old discord of the planet and the element of earth, removing it, replacing it by the feeling of loving gratitude for the beings of nature and forces of the elements, as well as the feeling of loving trust and cooperation between the humankind of earth and the elemental kingdom. Your physical bodies are destined to outpicture the glory of your own individualized higher self, and I am here to help you regain that perfection. Thank you, and good morning. And that was the address by Ascended Master Virgo, otherwise known as our Mother Earth, from the book The Bridge to Freedom Journal, book number 3, published by Ascended Master Teaching Foundation. And good night.